I didn't clean it because I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, it's only like 120 kilos. So.
Yeah, I can tell. I couldn't do that with my bike.
Never dropped it yet.
I hope you never do. Wow.
But I mean, for 125, it's not that small. It looks like it's size-wise, it was like similar to the XS's, right, that we were looking at yesterday.
Rolling.
Is it rolling? Do you want to start it? Stop it and start it again. Yeah.
Rolling.
All right. So this is Nick. Nick's YouTube. Nick's just passed his CBT, which I will explain what that is in a cutaway for those of you who don't know what that is. But he's just got his first bike. So Nick, what are we looking at?
This is a Yamaha YS125 2018 edition in hot red.
Hot.
Yes.
Hot red. So on the CBT, it's a 125 limit, or can you go a bit above that?
No, it's a 125 limit. Yep. So basically, you can get the choice of a geared bike or an automatic scooter.
Yep. Avoid the scooter.
Yeah. Well, I was the only one avoiding the scooter that day. But basically, they just bought a bunch of these, so I did my CBT on this.
All right. So you were familiar with it.
Yeah.
So
it didn't matter that I couldn't ride the bike straight away, as long as it was like within, because it's less than a year old, it's within warranty and all that. So I was like,
nice.
Okay, I know how this bike rides.
Yep.
I'll just get one and just wobble down the road on it until I'm comfortable.
Yeah. So how do you find other London drivers on that commute? Are they?
Well, I'm less than a month riding experience, so I'm still very nervous. Obviously with this, I don't really have the power to get away at the lights, so
Yeah.
you're just part of the melee, so I guess, my head is on the swivel, so my observations have been pretty good, I like to think, because, I'm still alive. But yeah, I think more power in London would definitely
Get you out of situations.
Yeah, just because you're filtering all the way to the front, and I guess there's nothing more frustrating to a driver than having someone filter their way in front of you and then pootle along.
Not being able to get away.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I mean, having been a driver for quite a long time in London, did you have kind of a preconception of what it was like to be a rider, and now you are a rider? Does that kind of change up, like, I didn't expect that, or now I understand that? Or...
No, I think it's made me a better driver overall, because I tend to look out more now, because I'm doing my observations on this every 2 seconds, so I'm doing more observations as
You're
I'm
used to doing the lifesaver, and
yeah, exactly. So
much
checking
more.
the blind spots in the car actually is more prevalent for me now than it was before, which sounds bad, but it's just the way it is, right?
Yeah,
You've been driving for 20
completely.
years, you become complacent,
Yeah. And that's where a lot of the accidents happen. People just turning without kind of looking properly, or opening a door, and it's those silly mistakes.
And that's it. I mean, and when you're on a bike and you're first learning, you literally got to look out for, okay, if I'm in position 1, which is on the left-hand side over here, then is someone going to step out from like behind the bus, or which they always do. So, please start.
Yeah.
The sound of all those 125.
Of course, when I'm turning off my indicators, I'm always,
You got to get used to where your fingers are, especially with gloves on. Cool.
Can you colour correct my legs when you do it?
Yeah. I'll Photoshop Brad Pitt into this.
Right balance.
Yeah. So Magnus, you're quite a tall guy.
Hello.
I'd like to kind of see you on this, just out of interest.
Oh wow, that bike looks really small now. He's doing that way better than I can.
Magnus learned to ride in a car park. That's an
is it?
interesting story for another day.
I have to waddle around the car park.
I mean, yeah, for a city bike. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
So let's Let's see how an extremely short person does
Oh my
on the
god!
bike.
I can barely fit. No, it feels alright.
Woo.
And for a 125, it is quite stylish. I do
It's all right.
quite
isn't
like it. You know,
Yeah.
it's got a kind of reminds me of the Grom a little bit, the Honda Grom.
Yeah.
In terms of its kind of look. And
Or an
feel.
angry Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, you're never gonna. That's always something you know. You got to change out.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that you're gonna upgrade at some point, is there anything you're gonna mod? You're gonna change out the mirrors and then just put it back on when you sell, or?
Yeah, I could be tempted to do that. The one thing I'm really worried about is what it's going to do to insurance. I don't think it's going to do anything.
If you don't tell them.
Well, there you go. But yeah, I could probably do with bringing this profile down slightly. I see one online and they had matching red
Yep.
levers. I
nice.
think that would be nice.
That's cute. That's cool.
And my ultra low emission zone compliant exhaust is not the best looking or sounding thing. So,
So if you were to in London, if you were to change that out,
yeah.
how tough would they be on you in London if a cop had pulled you over?
I don't know. I have no idea. My friend at work, he changed his one out. It just looks and sounds a lot better.
Yep.
And he's never been stopped. Well, no, that's a lie. He got stopped by the police at like 5 in the morning because I guess they thought he was out thieving or something. But you know,
They didn't stop him because of that. They stopped him because
No,
of something else.
no,
Yeah.
exactly. So I don't think anyone's really looking. But you know. No.
But yeah, I think changing this out,
Yeah.
getting some different mirrors on, it'll already make a
Well,
big improvement.
this is mild still, so I've got a feeling that's going to rust any day now. So
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to
Yeah,
rust
so what,
already.
it's 6 months old. Yeah, you can already see it a little bit.
It's not really. Yeah. So I mean, it might have to be changed regardless. You know.
Be good to know if that is a little bit of an oversight with this bike.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it was on the YB, and that feels like mild steel to me as well.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, so that will probably need to be changed anyway for another ultra low emission zone compliant exhaust, of course.
Actually, when I was looking at the dash, it really reminded me of actually similar to BMW's kind of look
Yeah.
and feel. I'll have to do a comparison picture, but yeah, you know, it kind of reminded me of that.
And you know, quite a lot of technology in that little dash compared
Yeah.
to the YBR. The YBR's got just dials.
Cool.
That's got gear indicator, petrol.
Okay, so yeah, the dash actually gives you quite a bit of info.
Yeah, eco light, you know.
Nice, nice.
What was the price of the bike?
So brand new, it's 2899. This one I got 6 months old for 1900.
Ah,
Which I'm assuming is the dealership offered him way less than that. That's why.
Yeah. So I mean, as someone who's just got on the road as a motorcyclist and looking to upgrade, kind of any advice for someone about to start that journey?
Just do your training. Make sure you go to a good school, and don't take your observations for granted. Ride safe and enjoy yourself. That's about it, really. Because I don't know nothing.
You're gonna know so much. We're gonna come back in like a
Can
couple
I do
of
an
years.
awkward, like, break the fourth wall sort of?
Did you get that?